Hi, I'm Fred, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how and why at any age we should start living again. I have a question for you. Are you just going through the motions in life, or do you have a meaningful, joyful connection to your life? And if you don't, why not? Those are some of the questions we need to be answering today. One of the first things that I think is really important for us to do when we're evaluating our life is to reflect on our life, to figure out how we got to where we are today. One of the things that I think we need to focus on is what actually brings us joy in life. I mean, it could be anything. It could be animals, it could be relationships, it could be travel, but you have to determine the things that make you happy in life. And I write them down. I want to write down a list of the things that make me happy in life, and then I'm going to write down another list. And that's the things that are draining my happiness. What things are making me unhappy? Are there relationships? Are there people who are vampires in your life? The next point I want to bring up is negative energy. For me, one of the biggest areas of negative energy is social media. You go on social media and it's always something negative on there. And I've almost got to the point where I don't even go on it very often. I mean, I go on YouTube because I can find things that I can watch that to me are interesting and not political. Then what things are energy drainers, are happiness drainers in your life? Those are probably more important than what makes you happy. Because if you can get rid of the things or minimize the things that are making you unhappy, it leaves a lot more room for happiness in your life. Another thing that we need to talk about is the external pressures. What are the external pressures in your life that are having a negative impact on your life? For me, a lot of times it was work. I just wasn't happy with the job that I was doing. So I needed to figure out what else I could do. And honestly, for me, it wasn't working for someone else. When I'm going over all of these points, I personally write them down. I think it's a good idea. It helps me remember them, and then I can go back and look at them later. I can add to them if I need to. And I just think it helps. If you're liking this video so far, please hit the like and subscribe button and leave a comment below. These points aren't all-encompassing. They're just some of the things that I'm personally doing to help me refocus, regain control, live a freer and more joyous life. You see, as I'm sure you're aware, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We shouldn't wait till tomorrow or another time to improve our lives, to live our lives the way we want to be living our lives. Tomorrow may never come. Now for the part you've been waiting for, the payoff for your efforts. All these things that we've talked about in this video are done for a reason. We want that payoff. We want to take our lives back. We want to live a more happy, fulfilling, meaningful life. And with the right steps, we can get there. So what are the payoffs for doing this work? One is a boost in your mental health and your physical health. They both go hand in hand. If your mental health is in good shape, it's much easier to be active and to be in physically good shape. And if you're in physical shape and you're working out or just taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, it makes it a lot easier for your mind to follow. These steps also help improve relationships. Take it from me. I have been down and out, and it affects the people you're around. You may not notice it, but I'm sure that they do. Think about it. When somebody that you know is not in a good place, when they're down, when they're unhappy, do you really want to be around them? A lot of times it's kind of a drag, and that's not to be mean because they can't help it. Well, maybe they can help it, but maybe they need help. These things also increase resilience. They make me a more productive person. They make me a more peaceful person, joyful person, and give me a more fulfilling life. The next part of this would be to focus on the positive changes that you want to make in your life. Study your list. Allow the positives and reject the negatives. This is going to take work. It's not going to happen overnight. The negatives always creep back in. But if you're mindful of them and you continue to push them away, eventually you'll push those out and allow more room for the positives to be there permanently. I have to practice mindfulness when it comes to this. I have to be mindful all the time of what I'm doing. It's very easy to allow negative thoughts and actions to creep back into my life. I began meditating, and meditating really does help. I meditate on positive things in my life. I focus on them. I wake up in the morning, and instead of waking up like I did previously, not wanting to get out of bed, not wanting to start my day, now when I wake up, I lay there for 5 minutes and I think about positive things in my life. I think about how much better I have things in life than so many other people all across this world. And this really does help improve my mood and get me off to the right start for my day. When I'm doing these things, I'm taking small steps. It's too hard to make a bunch of changes all at one time. Anytime I try to do that in the past, I give up, I fail. But if I take little steps, they say, how do you eat an elephant? Well, I wouldn't eat an elephant, I love elephants, but if I did, I'd eat it one bite at a time. And that's the way I have to look at this. I have to take these challenges on one step at a time. As you're making small wins, one step at a time, you build momentum and you start to believe. I start to believe like, okay, I can do this. And then I start feeling better about the situation. I start feeling better about myself. It's also very important to have support. Having someone in your life, a friend, a spouse, a parent, someone who will support you, listen to you, and build you up, not tear you down. If you don't have someone in your life who can help build you up, then probably need to find other people in your life. And the last point on this topic is simplifying your life. In today's day and age, things are so chaotic. It's so easy for your mind to just be going in 10 directions. Sometimes I just have to turn off the TV, put down the phone, and be quiet. We don't have enough quiet time in our lives these days. We have to find that time for ourselves. And we have to stop overcomplicating things in our lives. It's doable, but we're the only ones who can make that change. So I'm going to do it today, and I hope you'll come along with me.